What is your approach to handling disrespect? Encountering disrespect is a prevalent life obstacle, often provoking profound discomfort and exasperation. However, what if we were to draw insights from the age-old philosophy of Stoicism? It imparts invaluable wisdom on navigating challenging circumstances with resilience and poise. In this video, we will delve into 10 tangible Stoic principles designed to enhance our capacity to handle disrespect more adeptly. As always, I invite you to stay resolute and accompany me to the video's conclusion. Let's commence. Number 1. Maintain your composure. One fundamental principle of Stoicism emphasizes that our reactions are not determined by external events, but rather by our internal perceptions of those events. In the words of Epictetus, individuals are not troubled by external circumstances themselves, but by the perspective they adopt towards these circumstances. This implies that disrespect, in and of itself, does not possess an inherent capacity to cause harm or offense. Rather, it is our own interpretations and judgments of such disrespect that evoke feelings of hurt or anger within us. When someone shows disrespect towards you, keep in mind that their actions stem from their own thoughts, emotions, and perspectives, and do not define your inherent value or worth. This perspective can assist you in maintaining your composure and preventing their disrespect from impacting your emotional well-being. Number 2. Take a moment to introspect. Another crucial element of Stoicism involves engaging in self-reflection and self-examination. According to Stoic philosophy, the caliber of our thoughts profoundly influences the quality of our lives, and we should perpetually strive for self-improvement and betterment in our actions. As articulated by Marcus Aurelius, the happiness we experience in life hinges on the quality of our thoughts. When confronted with disrespect, it becomes imperative to engage in introspection, posing questions to oneself such as, is there any validity in the person's words or actions? And did I exhibit behaviors or utter words that contributed to this situation? Furthermore, it's essential to contemplate how to respond in a manner that aligns with one's values and virtues. By objectively evaluating oneself and the circumstances, one can attain a deeper comprehension of the incident and one's own role within it. Self-reflection serves as a Stoic method to ensure that one's responses are rooted in rational judgment rather than impulsive reactions, fostering a process of learning from the experience and nurturing personal growth and wisdom. Number 3. Master the art of taking a break. Seneca's wisdom holds that anger is not just a current adversity, but also the reinforcement of a harmful habit. Stoicism places great emphasis on self-discipline and rationality. It asserts that hasty reactions fueled by intense emotions, such as anger or frustration, frequently result in unwise choices and unnecessary suffering. When confronted with disrespect, Stoicism advises against reacting impulsively. Instead, it suggests taking a moment to pause and gather your thoughts. This pause enables you to regain mastery over your emotions and affords you the chance to respond in a more deliberate and thoughtful manner. By resisting the urge to react instantly, you can better align your response with Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. This approach often leads to more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions in the face of disrespect. Pausing stands as a fundamental Stoic strategy for maintaining composure and making reasoned decisions when encountering disrespect, ultimately leading to more favorable outcomes and personal development. Number 4. Show empathy. Epictetus, another influential Stoic philosopher, advises us not to seek goodness in external things, but to find it within ourselves. Stoics emphasize the interconnectedness of humanity and argue that understanding others' motivations and emotions can lead to improved interactions and personal development. When confronted with disrespect, Stoicism recommends cultivating empathy. Attempt to step into the other person's shoes and grasp their perspective. Empathy can enable you to perceive the situation from a different angle, recognizing that the disrespect may not be directed personally or intentionally. It could stem from their own insecurities, fears, or ignorance. Additionally, empathy can foster compassion for the individual, reducing negative sentiments towards them. By empathizing with someone who has shown disrespect, you can refrain from taking their words or actions personally and respond in a more respectful and dignified manner. Empathy facilitates an understanding of the other person's perspective, emotions, and motivations. Rather than succumbing to anger or defensiveness, you can choose to respond with kindness and respect. This approach helps prevent the escalation of conflicts while preserving your dignity. Moreover, empathy aligns with Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement, enabling you to learn and grow from challenging situations. Through the practice of empathy, you can effectively navigate instances of disrespect in a positive and constructive manner. Number 5. Focus on virtue. Stoicism emphasizes the cultivation of virtues like wisdom and courage as a central tenet. These virtues are considered essential for leading a good life and making morally sound choices. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, asserted that virtue essentially consists of correct reasoning. In essence, being virtuous aligns with being rational and harmonious with the natural order of things. Stoics maintain that virtue stands as the supreme good in life, while everything else holds little significance. When confronted with disrespect from others, Stoicism advises us to center our response on virtue. This doesn't imply disregarding or tolerating disrespect, but rather responding in a manner consistent with Stoic values and principles. By placing our focus on virtue, we can avoid being swayed by our emotions, preserve our dignity and integrity, and foster personal growth. Stoicism presents a challenge to become the finest version of ourselves, even in challenging circumstances. Number 6. Embrace the concept of acceptance. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism emphasizes embracing the aspects beyond our control, such as the disrespect from others. Epictetus famously conveyed this wisdom by stating that a wise individual refrains from grieving over what they lack and instead finds joy in what they possess. This principle underscores the importance of gratitude for our current circumstances and discourages unnecessary concern about our deficiencies. Furthermore, Stoicism imparts the concept of distinguishing between the elements within our sphere of influence and those outside it, known as the Stoic dichotomy of control. Within our control lie our thoughts, emotions, and actions, while external events and the conduct of others remain beyond our reach. Hence, when confronted with disrespect, it is crucial not to let it disrupt our inner tranquility. Instead, we should acknowledge it as an inherent part of life and concentrate on enhancing ourselves and our circumstances. Through the lens of Stoicism, embracing disrespect allows us to sidestep unwarranted anger, frustration, and resentment, and enables us to draw valuable lessons from the experience, fostering personal growth. This approach equips us to address disrespect with rationality and composure. Number 7. Employ comedy. Occasionally, a touch of humor can have a profound impact. In the words of the ancient philosopher Seneca, true self-mastery lies in knowing how to handle matters that shouldn't be taken too seriously. Stoicism, as a philosophy, instructs us in emotional control and rational action, while also acknowledging the therapeutic power of humor when confronting adversity. Humor serves as a tool for maintaining emotional equilibrium, preventing excessive anger or irritation in the face of disrespect. Rather than succumbing to our emotions, we can opt for a clever quip or a light-hearted jest as a response. It's important to exercise discretion and moderation in the use of humor, but it can be a valuable Stoic strategy for managing disrespect and fostering a more positive and harmonious resolution. Number 8. Establish well-defined limits. Stoicism isn't about being submissive, it's about being resilient. It's about remaining unwavering in the face of disrespect and injustice, understanding one's own value and insisting on respect from others. It's about maintaining control over what's within your power and letting go of what isn't. When confronted with disrespect, there's no need to passively accept it or respond with anger. Instead, you can remain composed and assertive, addressing the wrongdoing and communicating your expectations for how you should be treated. Establishing clear and reasonable boundaries to safeguard your dignity and self-respect is at the core of Stoic principles. Stoicism guides us to cultivate strength, fairness, and bravery, promoting self-respect and respect for others, while preserving inner composure and external dignity regardless of the circumstances. Number 9. Select forgiveness. Imagine someone disrespects you. How you respond matters greatly. Do you react with anger and retaliate, or do you opt for a different path? The ancient wisdom of Stoicism provides valuable guidance. According to Stoics, forgiveness isn't a favor bestowed upon others, rather it's a gift you give to yourself. Forgiveness serves as the key to achieving inner peace and happiness. However, it's important to understand that forgiveness is no easy feat. It doesn't entail forgetting or condoning the wrongdoings, but rather making the conscious choice to release the negative emotions that harm you more than anyone else. Stoics advise that we should practice forgiveness, but not indiscriminately. Instead, we should approach forgiveness with wisdom, compassion, and justice. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on what we can control while letting go of what we cannot. We cannot dictate others' actions, but we do have control over our own responses. We can choose to forgive, thereby liberating ourselves from the burdens of anger and resentment. This choice allows us to move forward with inner peace and tranquility. In Stoicism, forgiveness isn't a sign of weakness, it's a demonstration of strength. It isn't a surrender, it's a victory. It isn't a sacrifice, it's a reward. Ultimately, forgiveness represents the highest form of self-care and personal growth. Number 10. Shift your point of view. Perspective is the capacity to view situations from a broader and more impartial standpoint. It enables you to refrain from reacting excessively or taking offense when someone treats you disrespectfully. Instead, it allows you to recognize that disrespect holds little significance in the grander scheme of things. As the Stoic philosopher-emperor Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, our life is shaped by our thoughts. When you employ perspective, you can discern that most instances of disrespect are minor and transient, exerting no influence on your intrinsic worth or happiness. Furthermore, you come to realize that disrespect frequently arises from the other person's ignorance, insecurity, or frailty, rather than being a reflection of your own character. Consequently, you possess the choice to disregard it, extend forgiveness, or derive valuable lessons from it, rather than permitting it to disturb your equanimity. Moreover, perspective aids in directing your attention towards life's genuine priorities, your objectives, principles, and virtues. It enables you to channel your time and energy into the pursuit of what is virtuous and meaningful to you, instead of squandering them on harboring resentment or seeking revenge. By doing so, you can lead a more enriching and serene existence. Thus, the next time you encounter disrespect, bear in mind the power of perspective. It will assist you in maintaining composure and making judicious decisions. Always bear in mind that Stoicism doesn't advocate suppressing your emotions, but rather managing them effectively. Utilizing these 10 principles enables you to maintain your composure and resilience in the face of disrespect and discourteous conduct. Give us a thumbs up to assist us in reaching a broader audience seeking timeless wisdom. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing and activating the notification bell for additional lessons on ancient wisdom. We sincerely appreciate your viewership and look forward to seeing you in our upcoming video. To explore more Stoic wisdom content, simply choose one of the videos currently displayed on your screen. Stay committed to Stoicism.